And welcome back, guys, to Shapiii Plays Dark Souls 2. We just arrived in Majula and lit our bonfire here. Now we are going to talk to this fine young lass.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Okay, so now we can level up.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
Okay. So there's a bit of, I guess, story, if you want to call it that. First things first, we are going to level up a little bit of strength, just so that we can start using weapons that we find along the way. I'm going to get strength and dexterity probably both to 10 is going to be my first priority, just so we can start using some defensive items and things like that. As far as intelligence, we don't need to level that up for a little while because we won't find a sorcerer to buy spells from for a little bit. Vigor, endurance, vitality, attunement, and adaptability are going to be my priorities early on. Attunement and intelligence will be priorities later in the game. But definitely going to build this character to be sorcery heavy. You know, as I am a sorcerer. Now for this episode, we're just going to do a little bit of exploration of Majula. Get familiarized with our new surroundings. Also, water graphics. I am playing on the game at its highest graphics setting. Runs just fantastic and looks beautiful. I can tell you, after playing on console and seeing it at 30 frames a second, and now seeing it now at its full 1080p resolution, 60 frames a second, it's just a gorgeous game. And the artwork is just astounding. All the painting and detail that must have gone into the backgrounds here are just mind-boggling. Anyway.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drangleic these days, there are very few places like that.
Now, does he remind you of anybody? Because he certainly should if you've played Dark Souls.
I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody.
That is, I believe, the same voice actor who played the crestfallen warrior in the first Dark Souls, who sort of guided you through the game to a certain point in the main hub area of Firelink Shrine.
Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now, like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
Now, the way the Blue Covenant allows you to automatically summon somebody from the Blue Sentinel Covenant when you're invaded, as long as you're wearing the Way of the Blue Ring. I'm going to join them for early game purposes. Probably abandon it later.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace. Do you feel lonely here? It suits me just fine, as I've nothing left anyway. It will grow on you, this place. Give it some time. May you find peace on your journey.
Alright, so now we're in the Way of the Blue Covenant. Let me just... boop. Now whenever I end up getting invaded, I have that.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tool, but now somebody's gone and locked the door. I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
So there's that guy. He's very polite. Up here is another one of the covenants in the game. If you want to just make your whole life terrible, this is the covenant to join. Because when you join this covenant, you will make the entire game much more difficult for yourself. I'm not really about that. I'd like to play Dark Souls and have it be a challenge, but I wouldn't like to just be annoyed all the time. Fun fact. Estus Shard Flask. Estus Flask Shard. One of those orders of words.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shapiii. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Okay, so Shapiii allows you to abandon your covenants, see a list of covenants you've joined, and your devotion.
This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it wonderful? This place is fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself. It's enough to keep even a cat amused.
She also has a shop. She sells the Ring of the Evil Eye, Silver Cat Ring, Red Eye Ring, Name Engraved Ring, and Ring of Whispers. Homeward Bones, Prism Stones, Alluring Skulls, and Lloyd's Talismans. I don't really need any of these things, so I'm not probably going to end up buying anything from her. I will, however, be buying the Ring of Whispers later because it does allow for an ally to be made later on in the game.
Nothing suited you, I presume? Well, that's dismaying.
Now what I am gonna do is burn these 2 souls.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Now, I'm most likely going to end up using this shield when I get my strength high enough, but being that I can't use it yet, I'm going to... Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to buy something useless. I'm going to buy the shield now, because when you spend a certain number of souls with him, and you leave and you come back
Thanks
later,
very much. And do please come again.
he will have updated his inventory.
Well, thank you for coming back. Do... I came from the west, from Volgen. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade. Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold. It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really.
So as we go through and talk to these NPCs, you'll notice this recurring theme of people not knowing why they're here or trying to find a purpose for being here.
A group calling themselves the Blue Sentinels have gained much power in Volgen. You can't even run a shop without their blessing. They claim to be working for the greater good, but it's absolute hogwash. By the gods, why the hell am I here?
And there we go.
By the gods, why the hell am I? Oh, is something wrong?
You'll also notice this set right here might look a little familiar. When we come back, we will actually be selling the Elite Knight Armor set. Well, we can't survive this fall down this hole yet, so that's going to be a later in the game thing. This area... we can go walk down here real fast, just to grab... Wrong direction. To grab this chest. Should be right down these stairs. Just a simple shield. But, actually, I should have checked that. Can I use any of these yet? Okay, well I can use this for now, and it will at least give me a little bit of protection. This actually is going to lead us to a new place that I don't quite feel like going to yet. So let's go talk to the last NPC that's currently in the confines of Majula, and we will call an end for this episode and start exploring the new areas in episode 3.
Business with me. The way under's all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there? Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen around these parts. Hey, you don't think a real live person was turned to stone, do you? See that statue?
Alright. Okay. Just in case you wanted a more clear look, this is the statue to which he is referring. Trying to see if I can get a good camera angle here. Doesn't quite look like it. But as you can see, it does look quite a lot like a person. And just to show you what happens, examine. It says the statue blocks your way. We need an item to continue on in this area. Now this guy, I want his sword, and I don't know if he drops it if you kill him or what, but maybe some research will go into that. So anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we will leave Majula for the first time and go off, explore, and see if we can figure out what the hell it is we're doing here in Drangleic. Alright guys, I will see you in the next episode.